It all happened on April 25, 1973, in Enfield, Illinois on Thursday night. I remember the day was clear because of how still everything was. That night it felt like I was the only person alive in town. The crickets weren't chirping, no dogs barking, no wind against the windows, just the steady ticking of the clock and the hum of my lamp while I read. My kids were in the other room, supposed to be asleep. Then, all of a sudden, I heard their footsteps pounding down the hallway. They were shouting my name, scared out of their minds. They said something was outside, scratching at the door. Now, I've lived long enough to know kids can get jumpy, especially when the night feels heavy like that. So, I chuckled a bit, told them it was probably a dog, or a raccoon maybe. But then I heard it like something dragging across the wood like it had claws. That sound chilled me right through the skin. It wasn't quick, like an animal clawing. It was deliberate, like whatever was out there knew exactly what it was doing. I grabbed my flashlight with one hand and my shotgun with the other hand, ready to go out and see what is happening. The second I stood by the door, the scratching stopped. The silence that followed felt alive, pressing against my ears. I counted to 3, swallowed the lump in my throat, and threw the door open. At first, I didn't see a thing. The porch was empty. The only sound was the faint buzz of the power lines. Then my flashlight beam hit something standing in the yard, near the edge of the grass. That's when I saw it. It was wrong. That's the only way I can put it. It stood on 3 legs. Not 2. Not 4. Its skin looked gray, wrinkled, stretched to tight in some places and to loose in others. Its arms were short, thin, barely reached past its chest. The body was squat, almost like it had been crushed down somehow, and its eyes were glowing pink, bright enough to reflect through the darkness, staring dead into me. There was no emotion in them, no curiosity, no fear, just a steady, hateful stare. I felt my heart slam in my chest. I raised my shotgun and fired once. The blast echoed through the fields. I fired again before I even realized I'd pulled the trigger, and then I heard it scream. It wasn't human. It wasn't animal. Its scream sounded metallic, like tearing steel mixed with the high screech of a train brake. My ears rang, and before I could fire again, that thing turned and jumped. It leapt over a -1-foot fence in 2 strides and disappeared toward the railroad tracks. My kids were crying behind me, and my hands were shaking so bad I could barely reload. I called the police, and when the police arrived, they thought I was drunk or seeing things. But when I showed them the door, they got quiet. They saw long, deep scratches tore right through the metal screen. Out in the dirt, the police found footprints, a 3-legged but 6 toes, shaped like nothing they'd ever seen. One officer stared at the marks and said, half joking, "If this is a prank, it's a good one." But I could tell even he didn't believe his own words. That night, I sat up with my gun across my lap. Around 3 a.m., I heard it again. Footsteps, slow and steady, circling the house. My dog, a big shepherd, started growling low but not barking. That dog never got scared before that night, but I could feel him trembling beside me. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. I just waited until the first light of dawn broke over the fields. The next few weeks in Enfield, Illinois were chaos. People started whispering. A farmer down the road swore he saw something gray running near the railroad. A teenager claimed his car stalled near the tracks and he saw glowing eyes in his rearview mirror. A woman lost 2 cats. She found one of them torn apart under her porch. That's when the newspapers picked up the story. They called it the Enfield Monster. Some said it crawled out of the swamps south of town. Others said it came from the sky. But me, I don't know where it came from, but I know what I saw that night. I saw something alive, something that shouldn't exist. Please like and subscribe for more stories.